Oh, there's Bill. Alrighty. Okay, so my fiddle is in tune right now. It won't be for long because I got new strings. I went down to Heinel yesterday and picked up some new strings through the letterbox there, which is great. But I haven't put them on yet because it's such a pain when you put them on and they just keep slackening and slackening. And you got to keep tuning up and over and over and over. So I'm going to put them on tonight after I'm finished with you guys. I'll put them on and I'll do my old trick of tuning them up really sharp overnight, and by the time I wake up, hopefully they've come down a lot of the way. Still, it never really works altogether, but it's a good start. But anyway, so right now my fiddle's in tune, so take advantage. So let's practice our D major scale in an octave and a half. Okay, we'll start on the D, we'll go all the way up to A and all the way down to A. Okay, and then we'll do the arpeggio. Here we go. Ready, and... Okay, now we're going to do that again because Darwin and Carl just showed up, and we wouldn't want them to miss the D major scale now, would we? Everybody should have an equal chance to play boring exercises. Let's do it once more there, guys. And so for you guys that just joined us, we're doing the D major scale, starting on D, going all the way up to A, all the way down to A. Here we go. A 1, 2, here we go. Okay, looking good, looking good. Let's try the arpeggio. We'll start on low A and then it's going to be D. Ready, and... Okay, one more time with that for the strengthening, everyone. Ready, and... Okay, how's everybody feeling about the key of D? Nice and cheery? That's good. Karina was doing the old school tuning with the pitch pipe. Now that I haven't seen in a long time, I gotta say.
The batteries in my tuner died weeks ago. I could never find the little tiny ones, so I had to dig out. Like, I've had it since I was 11.
Yeah.
An old friend.
I remember them very well. The nice thing about them is that they give such a clear sound for the note. And that's why people started to use them, because they were so much clearer than the piano. Because when I was little, we used the piano. Everybody used the piano. It was the most reliable A in the room usually. But it's not the greatest thing to use because when you hit the A on a piano, you're actually hearing 3 A's. One bang on in tune, one a little bit flat, and one a little bit sharp. And that's how it makes the big sound. So it's kind of like you really have to hone in. So the pitch pipe seemed to be much more accessible to most people. And that's funny. I haven't seen that in a long time. Especially the old stick it in the mouth while you're like, in them tune. Jeez, that's an old trick. Okay, so Callum Road. Shall we give it a try? Now, as I remember correctly, and I might, this set we haven't worked on very much. So I remember that Callum Road is probably sitting pretty good with everybody. And I know that Homeward Bound isn't even too much of a challenge. It's true because we've worked on that one a bit for longer. But the Kieran Torish is still coming along. Am I right about that? Yeah. So what I suggest is, why don't we start... Oh, and somebody... I don't know if I sent it out, but somebody was kind enough to kind of make a very much easier to follow version of Kieran Torish. And I don't know if I actually sent it out. But I can post it right here on the thing. So this is from, Don Jones. Thank you, Don. It looks like a great version, like a... Yeah, it looks really good. Really, really good and much easier to read. So I'm going to download that now. And I will post it in the chat. Here's the chat. File. Your computer. Kieran Torish, cleaned up. There you go, everybody. So check out that version of Kieran Torish. It's the same version, but it's much easier to read. Okay? And I'm going to pull it up for myself here so I can make sure I don't confuse anybody. Okay. So let's start. We're going to work backwards with this set. We're going to work on Kieran Torish first. Everybody able to see that version that Don sent?
Dan, I don't have anything showing up on my chat at all.
I just posted it there.
Me neither. I'm on an iPad. Maybe that's why.
Hold on now. I'll do a quick email with my new email list.
Great, thank you.
Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, all right. So Kieran. And I'll attach that. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I just sent it out on email as well. So now everybody should be able to get it and look at it. And we will play it nice and slow. Okay. That'll do. Okay, here we go. So just to let you know, it's going to be like this. That's about how fast we're going to do it. I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, and... Okay, now that did look like everybody was moving a little bit easier there. It's definitely a lot easier to follow the way Don wrote it out here. Now the only thing about this transcription here is that I think with the variation, remember the var one business nonsense from the other version? So basically the only difference there is that you can play a C to start the part instead of an E. So you see there, bar one of the second part, the very first note is an E. And I think with the variation from the other version, I think it gives you the option to play a C instead. And I will tell you that certainly when I play it, that's kind of my go-to. So the second time I come around, I play the C instead of an E. Now it really doesn't matter. They're both good arpeggio notes together. They sound good together. So if one person played E and one person played C sharp, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it. You do what you want to do. But I thought I would point it out in case anybody did feel like playing the C. Definitely that would be okay to do. It would be great to do. Okay? Is that clear? Shall we go a little quicker? Ah, yes. Very good. Enthusiastic nodding. 2 thumbs up over there. Right on. Okay. So let's see. Is that going to work out? It's a bit of a clip. All right, keep your helmets on and your seatbelts fastened. 1, 2, 3, and... All right, now that looked good. I mean, I was watching everybody that I could watch, and everybody's bows were just flying away there. Just going, going, and going. That's how you take that as a very good sign. How is everybody feeling about Kieran Torish? That was quite a clip. So, oh, good. That's great. Okay, because that tune took a bit of doing. Oh, 2 thumbs up again. That's great. Right on. So that's Kieran Torish. Now, Homeward Bound. Why don't we go over it just to say we did? Okay, we'll just back up a little bit with tempo. Make sure we got that one under our belt, and then we'll try that whole set. Okay. Yeah, great tune. Love this tune. First started playing it with Sandy. And he played, I've been trying to call it back. He used to play a great Strasbourg ahead of that. And damn if I can remember. He played Jesse Smith the same way my family did. Exactly the same way. But then he played a different tune afterwards. And I wish I could remember. It's a great tune. If I ever remember, we're going to stick it in this set. Anyway, let's do Homeward Bound nice and easy there, guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Looking pretty good there, guys. Anybody having any trouble?
Dan, do you have a copy of Homeward Bound reel that's on a single page? I think you sent it up by chat once before, but once again, I didn't get it.
No problem. Let me just see here. See what I got. Let's see, where would it be? Maybe documents. No. Okay. I think I do have a single version. I just gotta find it.
I found the session we're playing. I found the version we're playing on the session.
Oh,
and so I was able to make it bigger. Yeah.
It's a good version. Like it checks out okay.
I think it's almost exactly the same.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we just do that then?
I've got it as well with chords.
Oh.
So same thing with the chords if you want.
Oh my, jeez! Everybody got everything. That's great.
I don't know if you can see it, but I've just posted the same one that you had, just as a single.
Oh, okay. Homeward Bound. I'm going to check out this version on the session.org here. Clarkson's. Oh, a different name for it. Hey? It's just version number 1 you were looking at there? Oh, there's only 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Either one is really good. Okay. So who needs that now? And I'll send it to them?
I do. Donna.
Donna. Okay, Donna.
Donna. Yeah.
I will send that now.
Thank you.
No problem.
Dan, why don't you just send it to everybody?
I will do that. Oh, there's Barb. Yay. Yeah, I'll send it to everybody now. I'm just going to download it. The second version seems to be a little bit better because it has the cuts written in, which is kind of nice if you're a stickler about that stuff. Yeah, indeed. How you doing, Barb? Okay, Homeward Bound. Okay, and I will put the version on here. Where is that? Homeward. I just downloaded it, I thought. Oh, saving. Oh, it's still saving. Jeez. I thought this computer was supposed to be fast. I better try that again. It doesn't seem to be working out. Okay. Hit that again. Save the PDF. Save. Oh, what's going on with this now? Okay, it doesn't seem to want to save as a PDF. All right. I'm just going to try downloading it straight up.
I don't know who put that other one up there, but I just printed it off.
Oh, you put it? Somebody put it up on the chat?
Who put that other one up there just now in chat? Susan. I just printed it off. Downloaded it and printed it off.
Oh, okay. Donna. Oh, I can get it off of there. Yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the way to do it. Okay, so I'm just going to put that on the... Click to download. Oh my God. Oh, we're downloading it now. This is very slow for a brand new computer, I have to say. I thought it was going to be much faster than this for the money I spent, but hey, okay. Click to open. Is it there now? No, it's still not there. Okay.
Thank you. It just came through.
Okay, great. Okay, good. So we shall proceed. So, Homeward Bound. Now, okay, we're going to do it again, just for the people that that didn't have the benefit of watching the music as we did it. How was the speed for everybody else? Was that an okay tempo? Not too fast? Good. Let's start at that speed, okay? We'll start at that speed. And the second time we might get just a tad faster, okay? So hold on to your hats. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. right. Now, was that better for the people that needed it? The music? Is it better? Look good? Look great. Now, Carl, do you have a copy of this music? I thought I sent it off to you, but I can't be sure now. You don't have it? Okay.
Dan, Don just sent off a copy of it to everybody
Okay. All right.
By email.
Okay, Carl, so you should be able to get it now on your email because it's on. Make sure you're on the list here, but I think you are. Yep. So you should have it on your email now, Carl. It's also here on the chat. If you open up the chat window on Zoom, it's there too. My God, what foolishness, eh? Clicking around everywhere just to play a tune. Jesus Christ. Okay, well anyway, we'll carry on as if we were normal, as my dad used to say. And I think we should smash the set together. Okay, so we're gonna play. What do you call it there? Callum Road, Homeward Bound, and Kieran Torish. All right. You know what I can do also, Carl? I can send you a link to the website that has the good music on it. I'll send you that too. Carl. Homeward. There. Okay. So I just sent you an email there, Carl, with a link to the good version there on the internet. All right, if you can't, if you're having trouble downloading. Anyway, so let's do it. Callum Road twice, Homeward Bound twice, Kieran Torish twice, and it'll be beautiful and lovely. All right? Everybody get your bow and arm ready. Do your fiddler roll out if you need to. It's going to be a little bit of a stint of playing. That's okay. Here we go. Callum Road. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Everybody's bows stopped at the same time. I just love that. I love that. Very, very good. Okay. How's everybody feeling about that set? Good, good, good. That's great. That set's coming along. Excellent. So we'll leave that for now. And next time we're gonna grind away at the Broken Pledge set. All right. So prepare yourselves for one more week. And then next week we can grind away at that set, because that's kind of the next hardest one there, is that set for sure. And I don't want to belabor things tonight, because that was great work there on the Kieran Torish and the Homeward Bound and everything. It's looking great. I keep brainstorming ways that I could hear you guys, but I really don't think it's possible. My thought earlier today when I had my other class was, if I had you guys in my headphones, noise canceling headphones, so that I was not able to hear myself, then I could lead you and I could hear the whole group at once, but not me. But then I thought that probably wouldn't work, because you all probably have different delays. So some people might hear me right away, other people might hear me a second later, so it would probably be a terrible cacophonous mess anyway. So I think it's hopeless. We just have to carry on like we're carrying on. But now, let's think about these jigs. So you're going to work on Broken Pledge for me next time, getting all those tunes up a little tiny bit in tempo, a little bit stronger, a little bit better. And next time we're going to start with that, okay? And we'll do the D minor scale too, which I have yet to record for you guys. I'll be doing that this evening, hopefully. I'm going to record that and put it up on the YouTube channel, because that's what key that tune is in, and it's hard. But for now, let's take a look at our new Dreghorn jigs. So let me get that out here. I'm loving these jigs. They've been going around in my brain quite a lot lately. Okay, so we've worked on Mrs. McGregor, and I don't think we haven't worked on Drummond Castle then? We haven't started that one yet? No, okay, that's fine. So we'll learn that one tonight, and hopefully we'll learn Lord Dreghorn too, but we won't push it. And I have to stop.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought we did Lord Dreghorns and not any of the others.
Oh, did we start backwards? Oh, geez, clever me. That's great. Okay. So then tonight we'll learn Drummond Castle in any case, and then we'll do Miss McGregor's. That's great. Going backwards is a great way to do it. I think it makes the transitions better. Okay. So first of all, since we're already in the key of D, why don't we practice Lord Dreghorns? We'll go nice and slow, and we'll play the whole thing and see if there's any problems. And then we'll learn Drummond Castle. It won't take that long. You can see it's not a complicated tune. Okay? So for now, we'll practice Lord Dreghorns nice and easy. Okay? Alrighty. Okay, here we go. Oh, everybody got it up there? Anybody having trouble finding it? Because I can post it. Really easy. Got her? Got her? Sharon looks like she's still searching for...
Could you post it?
Yeah, no problem. I'll post it right away. Nobody needs to look anymore in life. Okay. Dreghorn, come on now. Here we go. Oh, I better, that's a different document. I better do the PDF. Here they are. This is a PDF. That's a PDF. Okay. There we go. So I've posted the PDF for anybody that didn't have it. And now we're going to try it. Now, where did I put my copy so that I can... Here it is here. Okay. Okay. Nice and easy. Lord Dreghorn's Quick Step Towards the Enemy. Ready, and... All right, how we all feeling about Lord Dreghorn? Anybody having problems? Yes, Anne-Marie.
Just wondering about that dotted note in the B part. Are we playing that? Will we be playing them?
Well, I mean, no, because like that's I was saying last week that's a suggestion if you want to play it in a really dotted way, like a march, because although this is a jig, it's also a 6/8 march. They call that's what the quick step towards the enemy is, and so in a pipe band they might play it quite pointed. But as a jig, we're kind of going to be doing that anyway, right? Because you want to get the jig rhythm in there, like. Yeah. You know, with the emphasis.
That suggestion is like for the whole piece.
That's right. That's right. It's just, remember when I pointed, the old music was all like that. Remember when I pointed out with Miss McLeod's reel, how it has one bar with dotted rhythm, and it's as if you want to play it like a Strasberg. And at the beginning of the Sky Collection, it says this and this and this can be played as a Strasberg. So that's what that is. Now, when we're playing it like up to tempo, it's going to sound like that anyway. See what I mean? Yeah. So it's a good question, but don't worry about it too much. Okay? Any other problems or questions, questions? Anything at all about Lord Dreghorn's? I'd like to speed her up. It's a pretty easy tune. No, that's great. Janet, you found it after? That's good. Hey, I was teaching Adrian there. I taught Adrian a couple of times. That was the young fella that was at Janet's place there when we did the St. Patrick's Day rehearsal. And geez, what a player. He's coming right along. And the funny thing is that you guys know that my wife is a tuba player. Well, Adrian's dad is Greg Irvine, who is the tuba player for the PEI Symphony. And Jen knows him. And she came to Memorial and did a thing for her undergrad. So it's pretty wild, man. Pretty wild connection. You never know. You just never know. Especially with the tuba. Once you start playing the tuba or the fiddle, the world gets smaller. There are not many people that do it. Okay, so if there's nothing in the way, shall we go a little faster? All right, that's enough nods of approval for me to move forward. Here we go. Ready, 2, 3. All right, now that was feeling pretty good for me. How did it do for everybody else out there? Were you able to keep up okay? Okay, good. And I was doing a very strong jig rhythm in the hopes that it would pass off and wear off on you guys a little bit. Are you feeling that? Were you feeling a bit of that exaggeration there? That's good. Okay, so now let's take a look at Drummond Castle. Great tune. Beautiful tune. One of my favorite Scottish ones. Now, first of all, I'll play it a couple of times, just so that it's ringing around there. Makes things easier. Whoops. And that's her. Now, I don't know if you guys can see on your version there, but when I first started teaching this tune to people after learning it when I was growing up, I used to puzzle because the music here has this second ending, da-pi-di-di, where you use the A part again, and that's the way we'll be playing it as well. Do you notice there's a little note underneath that says first published in Kerr's fourth collection without the second ending? And I have to say that's what I'm more familiar with. We didn't do this going back to the A part for a second ending when I was growing up, but we're going to do it here because it's the more common way to do it. I've discovered since leaving home and traveling in 10, 12 different countries playing the fiddle that most people play it this way. Okay, so, but I find that interesting that in the Kerr collection, way back all those decades ago that they did not have that second ending. But so just to be clear, we will be doing the second ending. Okay? Now, is there any questions before we start? Oh, another thing I'll point out. There are cuts in this jig. Okay? If you look around, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th bar into the A part, there's a cut on that high A there. Now, I don't usually do that cut. I always find myself going up for that high A, which means that I can't do a cut. So I do something else. I think I do a single cut or something like that, or sometimes I even do a roll if I'm feeling cheeky enough and there's not too many Scottish people around, okay? But you can try to get that cut in there if you want to, but I'll tell you, if you're going the wrong direction, it could be quite hard, all right? So just keep that in mind. If you don't do it, it's not the end of the world. Also, in the second part, the little C cut there in the first ending, I'm not usually going up for that, or sorry, going down for that one either. I'm usually going up, so I am not able to do that cut in there. What do I do instead? Just that. Just that little kind of CE double stop is what I do in there, okay? Just to let you know. But like I said, a couple of times I found myself going down, and I was able to do the cut, and it was nice. I enjoyed it. So you might want to, if you're going down for it, you could try it, okay? Anyway, so let's go through it nice and slow. So we got the first phrase, which really is the big opener of the tune, the main phrase of the tune. And I just love that. How Scottish, eh? How yearning. I don't know what they're yearning for, better weather or something like that. And then we got this here. See that? We got the C natural there. A little scale down. And then a big G arpeggio. Okay, that's the first phrase. That's it there. Let's try that, guys. Nice and slow. The very first phrase of the tune. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, let's do it again, because we got to do that, especially that A, B, A, A. We got to do that a few times. So let's get used to it. One more time with the first phrase. Ready, go. Okay, looking good. One more time, I swear. Ready, go. Okay, yeah, that's looking good. Now the next phrase starts off the same. Exactly the same, but then it does this. And that kind of spells out a C major or A minor kind of arpeggio there. With an added D and a B. Otherwise, that's all that is. See that? Let's just try that. That's the last 2 bars of the A part. E, G, E, D, E, G. Ready? Slow. And then down we go. Let's do it again. It's the last 2 bars of the tune. Ready? And. Okay, one more time. Last 2 bars of the A part. Ready? And. Okay, now by rights, we should be able to go right through this whole A part without stopping. Okay, so I will start us off nice and slow, and we're going to go right from the top. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and. unscathed. Looking pretty good. Let's do it again. So now we'll grind away at it. We'll do it a good few times, okay? Ready, 2, 3, 1, 2. Looking good. Nobody looks to be having any serious problems. I would like to grind away at it, but I want to just check in. Anybody having any problems, misunderstandings, concerns, or complaints about the A part of Drummond Castle? All right then, we'll turn the angle grinder on and start her up. Okay, so let's do it like 4 times and we'll get faster every time. 1, 2, 3, go 2. I love those Zoom endings and everybody ends at the same time. See, that's what makes me think I could listen to you guys playing, because you all seem to start and stop right at the same time, so it can't be that far off, right? I know, it's hopeless, I know. Anyway, okay, so that's the A part. Anybody having any problems, even at that speed? Picked up a little bit, is it okay? That's great. Okay, the second part. And you got a lot of this figure here with this long, short, 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 long, short, 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 long, short, 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 short. See that? That's kind of how the B part is structured. Okay, that's how we do that first part, first bit of the B part. Now you can see there, next time you're around, it's almost the same, but a scale down. That's the difference. See that? Between the first bar of it and the third bar there. So let's try those three little figures there, guys. We'll play the pickup B, and then we'll play the C, 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 E. Ready? And... and then a big arpeggio. Remember that from the first part and from every tune ever? Big G major arpeggio, okay? Let's try that much again. Same thing. Ready, 2, and... Looking good. One more time. Ready, 2, and... Yeah, that's looking good. Then the next bit, I'm going to treat that cut like it's a quarter note. Just to let you know, okay, I don't want to confuse you. But the cut, like I said, I hardly ever am going the right direction to hit it. And I think for most of you guys, a regular old quarter note is going to serve better. So in that case, it sounds like this. Okay? And then, that we already know. Okay? So let's try doing that whole first ending. From the C. Ready, 2, 3. Let's do that again, same thing, except better. Ready, 2, go. Okay, one more time, last time I swear. Ready, 2, go. And that's her, okay? Now, let's see if we can put all that together. So we're going to start at the top of the B part, and we're going to go right through to the end of the first ending. I'm going to take a little drink of Coke here. Oh, all right. Let's give that a go. Okay. Ready, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yep, that's her. Let's do it again just like that. Ready? 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Repeat. Number 2. And that's it. That's the whole B part. How did everybody do? I tricked you a little bit, I know. Did you get through to the end? Everybody all right getting through? Unscathed, as it were? That's great. Okay, so let's do that again now like we mean it this time. And we'll do both times through the B part, maybe just a touch faster, okay? Just a little tiny bit faster. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay, we'll take a little breather here before we try the whole tune. Is there any questions or comments or anything that anybody noticed that I'm getting wrong, or anything that's puzzling or weird or anything like that? No, that's great, man. Right on. I'm going to tell you, Shoaldice Clinic is a very boring place. Anybody that's ever been there, Ross was there, he knows. He knows. It might be different during non-COVID times, but during COVID times, very boring place. Like, the way they had dinner set up was individual tables. So you're sitting by yourself and the other guy is like 10 feet away from you and on the other side too. Like 10 feet away, just by yourself. Very strange, very strange. And there's basically two types of people at Shoaldice. The guys waiting to get cut and the guys that are cut. And the guys that are waiting are looking at the guys that are cut thinking, oh God, it's going to be me. And the cut guys are looking at the other fella saying, that was me 2 days ago.
When I was there, there was a third type. There were the guys who'd already been there 3 or 4 times.
There was a couple of them too, and I'm thinking, why are you back? My God. Now my roommate...
You're glad to be back too.
Yeah, my roommate, he was there twice, but it was because he, like me, it was his second hernia, so he was getting the other side repaired like me, you know?
No, these were repeaters.
There was a couple of those as well, but the guy next to me in the room was a pretty funny dude. He was my age, exactly my age. His kids are a lot older than mine, 17 and 15, something like that. And he's a brickies helper. He's a union member, but that's his job as a bricklayer's helper. And he's a smoker. And so after they took us out of the surgery and we're up convalescing in our beds, I was able to leave the room a little earlier than him because my IV bag was finished and the missus was like, okay, you can go. So I'm sitting out in the lobby and 10 minutes later, your man comes out with the IV bag in his hand saying, any chance I should go for a walk now?
There's no women? No women there?
There was a few, yes, there was just a few women, but now the women that were there had different, like all the guys had hernias that were right down, you know, in the pelvis area, but the women all seem to have the one that's up here. So it's a lot easier time of it, and actually, one of my fiddle students from my beginner class was in there. So it was the day that I got done. Later on in the day, I'm sitting there reading a book and I hear, Dan? And I look over and it's this woman that's in my beginner class. And she was like, I thought I might see you here. And so she was getting done the day after me. And apparently everything went well for her too. But yeah, wild place, I'll tell you that. They do a good job for sure. And I was certainly... The only thing that I complained about, because I had two, I had the one from previous and the new one, so together they make a chevron, you know? And when the doctor was taking the staples out, he said, does everything seem okay to you? And I said, well, yeah, but you didn't center the chevron very well. He thought that was funny, but he also, didn't have much patience for that comment either. Anyway, okay, lucky I'm not a perfectionist. So, shall we try Drummond Castle, the entire thing, right from one end to the other? Let's do it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, now that looked like it went pretty uneventfully good. I mean, not very many bad events. And I'm sure it took you a little by surprise there going into the next tune, but I thought, why not? Now, so how did everybody do? Did that feel okay? That's great. Excellent. And the speed was okay and everything like that? We were able to get through it all? Okay, good. That's great. All right, so we'll leave those jigs for now there, guys. And I have to wind up a little bit early tonight because the doctor's orders say that I have to go for a walk every hour and a half, which I've been really diligently trying to keep up with. So we'll go until about 8:30 or so, something like that, and then I'll have to go for a walk this week. But we'll be back to abnormal next week for sure. Now, are there any questions about Drummond Castle or Lord Dreghorns? We're going to learn the next one next week, and we'll smash the whole set together there next week. But any questions about what we've done so far? Yes, Deborah?
I just have one question. In Drummond Castle, when you have to go from one string to the other, it's when you're going over to the C.
Yeah.
How do you do that very quickly? Because, say EF, so you're on the G on the A string, then you have to get over to the C on the A string, and I find that one a little tricky.
So that's, where is that you were talking about that?
In the third bar. Going from the second bar to the third bar.
Okay, so that part there?
It's
Oh, okay. Good question, Deborah. Very, very good question. And anybody else that's wondering that, it's this. I put my finger on both strings.
It's hard though. I was trying to do that, but it's hard when you're going down the scale, and I don't know how to explain it, but I was trying to get to do that,
Yeah.
and I couldn't do it quick enough.
Well, it takes a little practice to get the finger to go automatically down on both strings. For most people, if you're trying to do that lick, it's probably going to be such that your finger doesn't want to do that at first. If you force the issue, it should work. Watch me do it again. So, see that right away. As soon as I play that G, I put my finger on both strings.
I can do it when we're talking like this, and I just do it because I just did it.
Yeah.
But when I'm playing it, it's a little trickier. But
Oh,
okay,
I
so
know.
I've got to
I
try
know.
and get my finger over.
You know what a good way to work on that? And the thing is that this is valuable for everybody here. Like, to work on getting that finger down on both strings. A way to practice it is to play... Just drop it down and over until it starts to feel comfortable. Now, if you find your first couple of attempts are at a tune, which they will be, just make sure that third one, you're correcting it until it gets in tune, and then hopefully you'll get one more successful attempt. Okay? These are called fifths. When you put one finger down on two strings, it's called a fifth. It's a very common violin technique to get better at, and that's the best way to get better at it, is to just keep dropping down. And when you do notice that you're finally in tune, it could be like 3 attempts, then you try to get a couple of in-tune ones in. Okay? But it is hard, Deborah. It is hard.
Okay, when it's like on the first string or like the third finger, but I've never come across where it's in the middle like that.
Yes, well, because usually, like when people are learning fifths, like I remember learning fifths, and the first one that you work on is the first finger. Okay? The first finger fifths are the first one that your teacher makes you do. And then after a while, it's the third finger, which is kind of tricky as well. You can see that's a bang on in tune fifth, and you can see that my finger is a little slanted. See that? I have to have it a little slanted or it doesn't come out in tune. And that's only from doing it that I've discovered that. And then the last fifth that they make you do is the second finger, because it's the hardest. It has 2 positions, whereas the third and the first don't really use 2 positions usually, just the regular positions, but the 2 is always moving, so you got to get good at both of them, and which is a good idea. That's C, G sharp and C sharp. And this is the natural. See that? So it is harder. Second finger fifths are a lot harder. So take your time. Go slow. Wait for them to come in on their own. Okay? But that is the way that I do that quick. All right. Any other great questions like that? I love that type of thing. Because I don't know, a lot of you guys might not have ever kind of worked on fifths on their own. But I'll tell you, with this Scottish and Irish music, it's so valuable. Like, I can think of 100 tunes off the top of my head where I plunk one finger on two strings and do half of the A part. You know? Very, very valuable for fiddle players. Okay? Any other questions like that? Or anything else, really?
I got a question. It's not really this is probably a dumb question, but what is this set like? Because I've got one set where it's Miss McGregor's set, which is Miss McGregor, Drum and Castle, and then Lord Dreghorn's. Yeah. But tonight we're playing Lord Dreghorn's, Drum and Castle, and Miss McGregor's, which is the correct order.
No, the Miss McGregor's comes first. We're just learning the set backwards because it's a lot easier to put it together.
So I won't have two different sets then.
That's correct, yes, Barb. But it's a good question. Those are things that I want to make sure everybody has clear. But did you guys notice? I don't want to gum
up my spreadsheet with more than I need.
Absolutely, absolutely. But did you guys notice how we worked on Lord Dreghorns? We learned Drum and Castle, and then just kind of went right into the Lord Dreghorns real easy. See, that's the beauty of working backwards when you put together a set. Okay, great question, Barb. One of these days, Barb, I'm going to show you the baron that I used to use for the Magic of Ireland show that I've done like 900 shows with, because it's pretty cool and banged up. Next time, remind me and I'll pull it out there for you. Any other questions about what we've done with the jigs? Okay, so why don't we practice beautiful Point of Coney? All right, let's go up and down an E major scale real quick first, because the difference between A minor and E major is great. Here's your E if you need an E. Remember, you can always use your E string. That's the old-fashioned way. Okay, E major scale in an octave and a half. Ready, go. Keep going. D sharp. Okay, one more time, I'd say, just for the crack, as they say in Ireland. One more time. Ready, and... How's everybody feeling about E? Good? That's great. You can play half of the Beatles songs now. Okay, so let's get beautiful Point of Coney out here. Where is she at? Here it was. Desktop. Downloads. Okay, so. Okay, about that fast, guys. Not very fast today at all. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's do it all again. Oh, I had a great time. I don't know about you guys, but I had an absolute blast playing that tune. And I was looking at my tuner, and my E major is quite reliable. Doing really good for the most part, really. You know, just to let you know, something to aspire for. How about you guys? How's the E major working out?
Okay.
Okay? That's good. It is hard. It is hard, yeah. And the E major arpeggio, I don't know if I did that with you guys. Oh. Very, very good to practice because as you can see, you only have one hard note there. The G sharp, and we already know about G sharp from playing so much Scottish. So you might find that even more accessible. So if you play the scale and then the arpeggio, I think that'll help you get handier in the key of E. Okay? Anyway, so that's E major. It's got a lovely sound, really. I just find it a little tiny bit harsh on the fiddle because of those sharp notes. Anybody else find that about their fiddle as well? Now, I've had some people complain to me about their E string on their fiddle. Okay, I've had a few students asking me about how to reduce harshness on the high end of the fiddle. How many people here feel like the high end of their fiddle is very harsh? A few people. Okay, so one of the main things that I've recommended to people for that, if you find your E string is harsh and a tune like this is making you kind of like, then you might try a gold E string. Okay?
That's what I had put on mine, Dan.
You find a difference? You find a difference. It's much mellower. I love it myself. The E string I got on here now is gold. And the one that I'm going to put on, so first of all, they didn't have my nice strings that I like, that I've been liking at Heinel. They don't have any. So Andreas was like, all we have are the Parazzis. Do you think you could get by with that? And I said, well, I'm only playing into the computer anyway, so I suppose it'll be all right for this time around. But what they did have was the Lenzner Gold Bracket E string, 0.027 of an inch. That's 1/1000th of an inch bigger than your usual E string. A usual E string is 0.026. This one is 0.027. And it's also gold. It was recommended to me by a violinist I know that's really awesome and plays in all the orchestras. He's got a beautiful sound. And he uses this. He says that it's more forgiving when you slam into it, because it's a little bit bigger, right? And if you imagine the bow against the string, the smaller it is, the less forgiving it is. So I love it. I'll never go back. The last E string I got on here is a regular one, because they didn't have any of these. They only had them in loop end, which I can't use. And I'll tell you, I've been cursing that thing ever since I put it on. I'm so happy to have my big E string back. My big gold one. Sorry?
Hold it up to your camera. Can you spotlight that package up?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, what's the brand?
It says Optima.
Optima.
Oh, there, that's better.
Oh, yeah, Optima Gold Brocat.
Yes. Okay. Now, apparently, it's a company called Lenzner, right? Because Andreas calls it the Lenzner. But anyway, this is the package. This is exact, and you can see here it says 0.027. See that? That's what I love. And like I said, I'll never go back.
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Ed.
You need to walk. You need to go for your
walk. Oh, yeah. I'll go for a walk. Don't worry. I'm 10 men. Don't worry about it. And in 4 weeks, I'll be 20 men. Don't worry about it. Now, what was the other question?
Can I just ask a question quickly?
Yeah.
Did anybody do another version, a printed version of Beautiful Point of Coney? The one I have, which is on a brown background, is I'm finding
I wrote it out again, Ross.
Yeah, somebody did it. Somebody did it with no slurs.
Dan, or it's Earl?
Earl, that's right.
I sent it to you.
Okay, I will send that out there, guys. I'll send out Earl's version with no slurs.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, because I remember that's what Earl was saying. He says the slurs are doing my head in, which I agree, because I would never do all those slurs. Kyle would, but I wouldn't. And I think you guys might get along a bit better without them, because it's a very stylistic thing that he would do. You know what I mean? You guys are everybody, so it might be better to blank slate with the slurs. Okay? So I'll get that out, and if I forget, somebody remind me. All right? Okay, that was a great rehearsal. Thanks for your patience last week. Back to abnormal next week, and we'll work on that jig. All right?
Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.